Hi. So I have this video of my conversation with my therapist concerning Anita, who's been oppressing me for years with her dad, Sam, and my cousin Albert, because they want to weaken me and get the property, the two properties, inheritance of my mom. It's a common thing. So this is like a case study. I want you to listen to this conversation, watch it with my therapist. So we had session with my therapist, and then together, and then she had her own session with my therapist. And here, listen to this conversation.
You should see a psychiatrist because you have the problem.
And she's using, even in the conversations that you and she have both shared with the texting conversations, she is saying that she shouldn't be saying that you need to go, blah, blah, blah. But she also said quite clearly that they want to, your mom's house, they want to sell it for $500,000. They want to put $200,000 down on a house for you, but not for you in your name, to stay in their name, and then you can live there as long as you promise and write a thing in writing that you will vacate the house if you have anyone come in there without a background check.
So she was lying to me. She says she has no interest in her house at all. Mom has told me that Anita has told her she wants to live in that house. And then in that text conversation, she's saying to Neda that she wants to encourage Peter to put me in facility. Why would she want me in facility? Because then I wouldn't be occupying any of those houses. She would take it there. But she's saying like she wants to get me help for my trauma. In a facility. I don't want to be in a facility. That's the worst possible place. I want to sell that house. All planners, we repeated over and over, agreed with the realtor, with them, and with me and Mom, that if we could sell those houses, go someplace where she has no neighbors outside of the city, and then we would position a tiny home in relation to a main property in a way so that to give us space, and then then she wouldn't have people to yell at. It wouldn't be a problem anymore, having a neighbor or somebody to yell at. We would position it in a way and have some expert there so we can take care of her while it not being reducing the stuff that could happen. Not being in nature, out of the city, having all around grass, nothing artificial. I want that. I've been needing vacation since COVID started and the squatting scam started. I've been wanting relief from that, but they've been piling on, preventing the sale of these two properties, preventing me, getting freedom from this. Intentionally. So
they are definitely quite clearly trying to manipulate you.
That to me, you saying that to me is the most precious thing, because then it shows I'm not crazy for saying that, because that's what they keep saying, you're paranoid. And that they're saying because you're paranoid, for thinking that you need to see psychiatrists, get medication, we'll go to facility.
You see? You heard that? That's the truth. They've been repeating. When the first statement she made was she was saying she shouldn't have kept saying that. The number of times Anita said that statement, her dad, Sam said the statement, Albert said that statement intentionally, so they'll keep telling you something over and over again to make it true. And the very definition of gaslighting, you crazy, you paranoid, what you're saying isn't true. To keep repeating that over years, over and over, all three of them individually saying that, and they'll say, well, Anita says, I'm different. We're three different individuals. What they're saying, I got nothing to do. But they collaborate together and keep repeating that statement years and years. And she's told the therapist that she shouldn't have said that. And I count the number of times each one of them has said that individually over years. Okay? And list all of that. That one thing alone. They want to make that statement because then it would reduce the credibility of me reporting the abuse that they've been dishing out to me all these years. And the lie. So the lie was, she was always telling me she's not interested in mom's properties or her funds. And she still makes that statement on the comments here, and I'll show you. The therapist says that she was told they don't want the house in my name, want to buy a new house, want it in their name. And then the conversation shows that she says the reason she doesn't want it, remove it from mom's name, is so that she can qualify for, is it Medi-Cal or Medicare, which would mean they can put her in a facility, which is their plan, and then they don't have to use any of the funds that she has that they want for that facility. Government would be paying. This is a common thing they do. When there's an elderly dying, they remove the house from the name, that the ownership of the house, so that prevents that house being in her name, prevents her getting government assistance for the facility. So they want to keep all that money to themselves. That's why. So she's saying that's the reason they put it in their name, take it off, remove mom as the owner, is for mom's good, so she wouldn't have to use her money for the funds. This is the twisted way they gaslight you into thinking that they're doing something for your good when they want to steal everything that belongs to you and doesn't belong to them. And I'll go through the comments one by one. The number of times in the comments she'll keep saying that her comments was deleted by me, but then at the end she acknowledges that they weren't. There's some technical issue. She thought they were. She acknowledges she was wrong. And the smoke screen, everything they've been doing for years to distract, to make it look like they're doing good when they actually want to steal what doesn't belong to them. Okay, so it makes me feel better, and all of that I can tell you this stuff, because normally if people aren't able to do that, they get, how many people have been taken advantage of using these same methods. That's why I'm presenting them publicly, for the sake of all who have been taken advantage of and exploited, to take from them what doesn't belong, using law enforcement, especially because they've been, if cops were helping the squatter who was here for a year and a half, lying to protect a drug dealing squatter who wanted to take this house for her gang. That's a fact, and you can fact check every single statement I'm making throughout these videos. You spot anything I'm saying that isn't true, we'll look at it, because she was saying everything you're saying isn't. You have it all wrong. So Anita, let's fact check that statement. One by one, all of these statements that you're claiming aren't true. All right?